there. So today we have another review. This is actually a viewer of the channel. Actually lives locally, and hung out with him a couple weeks ago. He donated some beer. So this is from Calusa. They're out of Sarasota. Well, look at that label. Okay, cool. Yeah, one of the hype slash ish kind of breweries in Florida, known for hazies and stuff. Brandy Rage Imperial Stout aged in brandy barrels, 15.6. Okay. Honestly, I want the beer to be good, but I also hope it sucks, because I have nobody to share this with, and oh my god, that is pitch black. And Darwin doesn't really need to drink. 16%, 16 ounces of beer. 16%, 16 ounces of beer. So pitch black. Look at that thing's dark. I mean, we just did what? July 4th. We did share with Matt. I did a 2017 Marshall Zhukov, 2016 Bourbon County. This beer is just as dark as those. If anything, as dark as the Zhukov, I'm gonna say. Yeah, it's stupid dark. I mean, that's pitch black. All right. Oh, it smells good. Oh man, this is not good. This is gonna be a rough night. Sweet, chocolate, sticky, a little bit of kind of like sweet barrel character. Honestly, I would have a hard time picking out specifically that it was brandy. Actually, yeah. What's the point of this stupid label? Let's stick to this guy right here. A little bit of like dark fruit character. I mean, really, now you're picking at it, I could sort of maybe sense a little bit of like that kind of like again, brandy. That kind of like dehydrated, macerated kind of like grape brandy kind of thing. It smells like freaking brandy, but that's with the power of suggestion, knowing which barrel, reading the label and stuff, right? But in general, it's just like chocolatey, a little boozy. It has that kind of like hits of boozy heat that you sort of associate with some kind of barrel. Again, I would full blind. I would guess it's like some kind of bourbon barrel aged stout. Nice complexity to it. Probably a little too cold, so but just check it out. Big beer. Damn it, this is good. Jesus Christ. That does not drink like 16%. What the hell? Not at all. No. That solidly drinks like maybe 11% barrel aged stout. Anyway, up front, big sweetness. Again, now I'm looking for it. There's a little bit of kind of like dark fruitiness, so not only do you get in bigger Imperial Stouts and barrel-aged Imperial Stouts this kind of like light dark fruity character, but I'm maybe suggesting that the brandy helps out a little bit in that. Again, it's got this kind of like little bit of like compote, dark grape, brandy, almost like like crushed up berries, so macerated, like a compote of like strawberry, blueberry, raspberry, blackberry, right? Boom, boom, boom. Nice chocolatey sweetness in the middle. It's just so little heat to this beer. I would love to throw this on an alkalizer, because it really has, like, even the impression of like, which is like a physical sensation which you can't really hide on the palate. You can hide things on the palate with sweetness and mouthfeel and other things, like, and other ingredients where like you can't really like taste the alcohol. The actual sensation of your esophagus doesn't have taste buds. That heat going down when you take a shot of whiskey or whatever, that sensation is, you can't get past that. And I get this heat, but it doesn't really seem that strong. I mean, this beer is way bigger than a Bourbon County. Bourbon County we had last night was 13.8, I want to say. This is 15.6. So yeah, it's really nice. I would say it's a subtle kind of barrel character. I can't specifically pick out this brandy. It has that kind of like vanilla sweetness and melding character. That that vanilla marshmallowy woody thing that like bourbon barrel bourbon barrel does to beers, has that same kind of impression. So full blind, I wouldn't have guessed it was brandy. I would have guessed it was bourbon barrel aged. Nice thick chewy stout underneath. Oof, what else can I say about the beer? Big sweetness. So this is definitely a beer intended to be barrel aged. I could not imagine how this beer it would be undrinkable without the barrel. And honestly, as I drink it more, I get more and more reminders of freaking Bourbon County. So anytime your beer has any like reference to Bourbon County, that's a huge compliment, because to me that's a GOAT. Like the OG and the GOAT, the original and the greatest. Yeah, full blind, I would have maybe guessed this was a aged Bourbon County. I literally had one like 24 hours ago. Nice thick mouthfeel, big chocolatey sweetness. See, like I like how like I'm drinking this beer and like just talking about it and trying to pick through notes, as if like this beer's not amazing. But it literally is because 24 hours ago I had a beautiful 2016 Bourbon County. This beer tastes just like that. Not literally, but like very, very close. Weird. There's a little bit of this kind of like, so, all right, I'm going to give you the differences. The beer's a little thinner, so it doesn't actually taste like regular Bourbon County. It tastes like a decade-old aged Bourbon County, because decade-old Bourbon County has a little thinness to it. Doesn't taste hotter than Bourbon County, which is crazy, because it's like almost like 2 to 3 points ABV higher. The barrel character is not bourbon, so it doesn't have a little bit of that kind of like, what is that? Like bourbon has this really nice kind of like little bit of char and woody character, because a brandy barrel has, most likely the brandy barrel is a bourbon barrel that then aged brandy, then aged the beer. A fresh bourbon barrel has that kind of a little like that char and that kind of very specific bourbon caramelly sweetness and the flavors that carry with it. Bigger, bolder liquor character, bourbon character. Here, the barrel is a lot more subtle. And as I drink it more, it gets more grapey and brandy-y. So it honestly, like full blind, I might even guess it was like maybe wine barrel aged or something like that. But brandy is sort of like, I mean, it's distilled wine, right? So, very good. Thank you so much, Jay. That's freaking fire. Great mouthfeel, great complexity, tastes like Bourbon County. Wow, we will. I didn't know what I was having for beer tonight. It's been a long day. Thank you. Awesome. Glad this worked out. That is so good. 99 plus. That's going to be one of the best barrel aged I've had all year. That's amazing. Brandy Rage. Really tasty. Doesn't have the complexity of Bourbon County, right? The barrel is just not as good. Like the what I'm looking for, but the brandy is very tasty. And the beer's freaking delicious. Again, if I had to full blind guess what this was, I probably would have guessed bourbon barrel aged. But if you told me it was brandy barrel aged Bourbon County, I'd be like, cool, that tastes delicious. And that's how good this beer is. Cheers later.